So you're gearing up for the SSC CGL exam, and you've probably felt that uneasy feeling, right? The ground kind of shifting under your feet. There's a new vendor, the questions just feel different, and let's be honest, there is a lot of noise online. Well, today we're going to cut right through all that confusion. We're going to give you a clear, fact-based guide on what's really changed, and more importantly, exactly how you need to adapt to win.
Does this sound familiar? Yeah. If this quote hits home, you are definitely not alone. It's a feeling that's sweeping across the country right now. This new exam pattern can make you feel like all that hard work, all those late nights, are suddenly for nothing. But hang on, stick with me here.
Because what if I told you that the key to cracking this so-called new exam has actually been hiding in plain sight this whole time? That's what this entire explainer is about. Moving past the panic and revealing the truth about the CGL exam. All right, first things first, the shakeup. Before we can even talk about a solution, we have to acknowledge the very real anxiety that's out there and really get to the bottom of why it's even happening. So this anxiety, it's really coming from a few key places. Of course, you've got the new vendor, which always means new question styles. Aspirants are saying questions feel completely out of syllabus, which makes all the old strategies and prep work feel, well, useless. Add to that the technical glitches we've seen in recent exams and the storm of online speculation, and yeah, it's a perfect recipe for stress. So, how do we fight all this confusion? Simple, with facts. Instead of getting caught up in rumors and speculation, we are going straight to the source, the official SSC notification. Let's decode what the actual exam structure looks like, the ground truth. Okay, look closely. Amidst all the chaos, what do you see? The Tier 1 structure is fundamentally the same. It is still an objective screening stage. You've got 4 sections, 100 questions, 200 marks, and yup, that same 0.50 negative marking. The foundation you see is stable.
Now for Tier 2. And as you can see, Paper I is way more detailed, broken down into multiple sections and modules. This isn't just about the main exam anymore. This is our roadmap. And just notice how much more comprehensive the syllabus topics are here. That's the crucial detail we're going to come right back to.
And that brings us to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? Are these questions really out of syllabus? Or have we all just been looking at the syllabus with one eye closed? It's time to tackle this myth head-on.
So these are the culprits, right? These are the topics that have been popping up, causing all this panic. You know, things like probability, statistics, critical thinking. These are not what people typically expect in Tier 1, especially based on years and years of the old pattern. It feels like a total curveball. But here it is, the aha moment. I want you to take a really close look at this slide. This isn't my analysis. This is directly from the official notification. On the left, you've got the general stuff for Tier 1, but look to the right at the explicit Tier 2 syllabus. It clearly mentions statistics and probability under mass. It clearly mentions critical thinking and problem-solving under reasoning. They were never hidden. They were there all along.
So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway. The new vendor didn't just invent new topics out of thin air. They just adopted a holistic view. They're treating the Tier 1 and Tier 2 syllabus as one comprehensive whole. And that means your preparation can't be in silos anymore. You have to cover it all right from day one. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem, we understand what's really happening, now let's talk about the solution. How do you build a preparation strategy that's actually ready for this new, holistic approach? Let's get into the new playbook. First, and this is a mindset shift, stop thinking in terms of tiers. Study the complete syllabus as one single unit. Second, it's time to broaden your horizons. Experts are suggesting you look at question patterns from banking exams for that new style of reasoning, and even UPSC CSAT for those critical thinking questions. And third, and this is absolutely vital, the era of relying purely on tricks and shortcuts is over. A deep, fundamental understanding of the core concepts is what will see you through these tougher and often lengthier questions. And to make this super practical, let's take a look at general awareness. I mean, where should you even focus your energy? Well, recent analysis shows a pretty clear picture. Current affairs and general science are carrying the most weight. This kind of data helps you prioritize your study time instead of trying to, boil the entire ocean. Smart preparation is all about focus.
Preparation is one half of the battle. We all know that. But the other half is your performance on exam day. With a paper that's potentially longer and tougher, your attempt strategy is more critical than ever before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you navigate the exam in those precious 60 minutes.
So what's the recommended approach? It's called the multi-round attempt strategy. Now, instead of just tackling questions one after the other from 1 to 100 and getting stuck, you sweep through the paper in waves, picking off all of the low-hanging fruit first.
Here's exactly how it works. In your first pass, your Go 1, you knock out English and GK completely. Then you only solve the absolute easiest, quickest questions in reasoning and maths. You have to be aggressive with the skip button. If it looks long, if it's a weak topic, skip it. Use that Mark for Review button for questions you know you can solve but will take time. Then, in your second and third rounds, you circle back to those marked questions. This strategy ensures you never miss easy marks just because you ran out of time on a hard question.
Now, this brings us to managing expectations. With a longer, tougher paper, analysts are predicting the Tier 1 qualifying cutoff could actually drop into this range, somewhere around 120 to 130. And what does that mean for you? It means accuracy on the questions you do attempt is far more important than trying to attempt every single one. Quality over quantity. So, with all these changes, with a paper that's demanding more from you, it really begs the question, right? In this new environment, what matters even more than just raw knowledge or trying to get a high score? Your strategy. Your ability to adapt your preparation to the full syllabus, and your ability to adapt your attempt to the reality of the paper on exam day. That, right there, is the new key to success. Adaptation. It's the most powerful tool you have right now. So we'll leave you with this one final thought. The Staff Selection Commission's CGL exam has clearly evolved. The only question left is, have you?